Yeah, welcome back to Noel's Garden Tractors and Firewood. And we're going to do some splitting here, I think, today, just a little bit. And I'm going to give you a little overview of the splitter and the tractor. I think you already know most of the things about the tractor, but I'm going to give you a little story about the wood splitter. And I'm going to set you up on Kablooey's engine bonnet here. And hopefully that kind of gives a good angle to see the splitting maybe. And I might put a little zoom on it after, once I get it set up. Anyway, I'll show you a little bit about this splitter. I got my coffee here, so I'm gonna drink that while I'm gabbing. So the splitter was made by a fellow I know. He was a potato farmer, and he burnt wood at his house. So this was hooked to a John Deere tractor, and it was hooked to the 3-point hitch. You can see here where the linkages would go. And it would hook right to the tractor. And I don't remember now for sure what, it was a big tractor anyway. Because he was a potato farmer, he had to have big equipment. And I'm not sure what the flow or the pressure was of the tractor, but anyway, that's what he used to split his wood with. So then he sold it to another fellow, and he used it for a number of years. He also had a John Deere tractor and used it the same way. So then my son and I bought this, and we also bought that, I call it a saw bench. Some people call it a buzz saw, and I think there's other names for them, but the one that you saw me using there a week or 2 or 3 ago. And anyway, bought the two things from the one fella. He was all done doing wood, so of course I didn't have any way of hooking it to a 3-point hitch. And I had the Ferguson tractor, but I don't think it would have lifted to begin with. So I ended up putting a set of a transaxle underneath it, and it's out of a Massey Ferguson 7, same as the one that I cut my grass with at home, which I did yesterday. And then I cobbled up a hitch to go onto the tractor, the garden tractors, with a ball, a hitch kind of thing. So you can see how it's all cobbled up, and you can see the farmer that made it, it was all cobbled up. So anyway, but it works great. Holy cats, it works good. And I did some other welding to it and things just to kind of stiffen things up. I put these little bars in there. Believe it or not, the I-beam twists when you get a big piece of wood in it. And then I put on this shelf, metal shelf, and then my son put on the metal, or the wooden part on it. So yeah, it works good. Some people seem to think I need, and I can see their point, and I can understand the advantage of it, but an automatic return, and I guess, I don't know, I kind of like to be able to control it myself, so I don't know about that. And it'd be just my luck if I tried to do something with it to make it automatic. I'd ruin something, and there I'd be without it. So I'm just going to leave it the way it is, I think. So anyway, yeah, that's out of an MF7, a transaxle. And grader blades here, I would imagine, for the wedge. It's all cobbled up in here, and I think I broke that thing on the hydraulics, so I had to weld that back together there. That cracked right there. finger in here while I'm doing this. I could put my coffee down, I guess, couldn't I? Anyway, yeah, she cracked right here, so I welded this back up. And, it's all loose there and stuff, so it can move back and forth and up and down. And as you can see, it is bent. And it's kind of handy at times. You have a little piece that's extra long, it just fits right in there. So I think I put this here on. Yeah. Anyway, just a cobbled up old thing by the farmer and by myself. And probably some of it was done by the second owner too. But it works great. Works great. So the tractor, just a Case 224, 1975. Most Case tractors are hydraulically driven, so it has a pump behind the motor. It sends pressure to a hydraulic motor on the transaxle, and that's how it drives itself. You have forward and reverse, and you have the 2-speed high-low range axle. You have hydraulic lift, and all your attachments can hook to that hydraulic lift. And this one has a 3-point hitch, but it's not all original, so I'm not sure what went on there. I'm pretty sure that the tractor at one time had a tiller on it because of that rear PTO, hydraulic PTO that I use to run the spreader. So I'll have to set my coffee down again. Shabbos. So anyway, yeah, the hydraulic PTO on the back, so that can run the tiller, and these Case tractors did have a optional log splitter, so they could do that too. And the 3-point hitch, like I say, is not the top part there. That's orange is original, but the bottom pieces are not, I would say. So I'm not sure what went on with that. Tractor's 49 years old, so almost 50 actually, coming up soon. Anyway, I don't know whatever happened to that. It'd be nice to have the original stuff, but anyway, I don't have any garden tractor 3-point hitch stuff to put on it anyway. So I just hook my hoses into the tractor and start the tractor, and then just put this lever to there, and away I go. Put fuel in it and put oil in it. And the pump is 8 gallons per minute at 3,600 RPM. So I run it at 2,300. And so I don't know what I'm getting. I'm probably only getting 5 or 6 gallons a minute, if that. And at 3,600 it produces 2,000 pounds pressure. So at 2,300, it might be 1,500. But anyway, I don't have any trouble breaking any of this stuff, although it's all small. I don't have anything that's big like Rick's Outdoors. I don't know if it would split that stuff or not, but it works fine for what I do. We just when we buy wood, we buy anything that's we try and tell them to, around between 10 and 12 inches or smaller, down to 4 inch is what we ask for, and that's what they bring us. So it's light, easy to use, and easy for me to move. Makes splitting a lot quicker because it's light and you can move it around quick. I think if I had big pieces, it would take me longer to split stuff, because it would take me longer to get the thing set up on here to split. So anyway, there's a little overview of the splitter. There's something I did wrong yesterday. I left that in the out position. I normally just always take the hydraulic cylinders back in. Anyway, mistake as usual. So we're going to get to wood splitting here in a little bit and see how things go today. Alright, just hang on a few minutes. Alright, we're going to get started here. I'm just going to show you a little trick that my sister-in-law showed me yesterday when she was up helping with the wood. See the gloves here with the holes in them? More out the glove. So she says to turn it over backwards and put it on the other hand. It kind of feels funny at first, but the gloves seem to kind of work into it. So that's a good way to kind of get the most as you can out of your gloves. How many pairs of gloves I threw out? Never even thought of that. Alright, so I'm going to get the tractor started up. Going there now. I guess I said RPM of 2300 before, I think. But anyway, it's around 2400, I think. So anyway, not that fast. might see me sometimes when I do two. I put one down and then I put another on top. So when I put the first one on, then I bring the ram up and I just give it a little nudge so that the wood goes into the wedge and holds itself there so it doesn't roll off when I go to put the other one on the top. Seems to work in pretty good. Right, we're going to cut her off at that for now. And I think my helper is going to be along here soon, and I'm sure she doesn't want to be on camera. Anyway, so there's what we got left of the pile. That's what I was going to show you yesterday. And I ended up deleting it and had a... So we're getting her down there. This pile's getting bigger. That's a good thing. Good thing. Lots of wood. You know, I like doing this, that's for sure. That's something I should have done when I was young, I guess, instead of getting into propane work. I would have enjoyed this a lot more. Anyway, too late now. So we'll shut you off at that for now, and we'll get back to you again soon. Have a good day. Goodbye. All right. All right. Knowles garden tractors and firewood fans. There we are. Look at that for a pile. I gotta throw a few of these up over onto the pile. Anyway, my helper didn't show up, so it took me a little longer than I expected, but it's all done. Or all that pile anyway. So I'm going to move the tractor over there. I got to move the little black cart and pull the tractor down there and then start at that. I may do a little bit of that today. And that's a great thing to have done. Everything is working as it should, and I might get back to you again if I get anything done with the softwood there. If I don't, then that's going to be the end of the video, I guess. So have a great day wherever you're at and whatever you're doing. Goodbye. Well, so like I normally do, I have to add another one on, and it seems that we got some of that stuff done. Look at that. Messy old stuff, that stuff. Anyway, I don't know if we got half of that pile done, but we got probably 1/3 of it done. So my helper showed up, so we get at that. That's great. Great to have the help. Holy cats, it makes it so much faster. And I was kind of thinking in my mind as I was splitting each one of those rounds, I only split them once. And we were splitting probably one round every 5 to 10 seconds. That's how quick she was going. It was great. A lot of mess to clean up, but that's normal. If we could get another day like that, that pile to be done. So anyway, it's going to rain tomorrow and Sunday, so those days are out. And Monday is grocery day, so I won't get here until probably afternoon on Monday, so I won't get a whole lot done Monday. It's going to be maybe a cleanup day. Going to rearrange some stuff here. And that's got to go to the woods over there and then do a little bit more cleanup here. But they're moving ahead, boys. That's great. And it's kind of cloudy now, so you don't have the sun beating down on top of you. Anyway, there's the video's getting a bit long, so if I stop gabbling and going on foolish, then it won't be as long, I guess. All right, so Goodbye now. We'll chat later.